I don't think that you're ready. I know that people say that they are all the time. But when it happens, are you? I don't think so. See, I caught you off guard right there. You weren't prepared. What do I do with that fear? I put it in my pocket and use it for later.
Hello, welcome to Art with Mad Mel. I am the Madman. Now, thank you for being here again. Oh, look at this. Atarius and Dimitri are here. Thank you. And any of the other mad ones that might be floating around out there somewhere. We welcome you back. Uh-oh. So glad to be here. And you're ready? Yes, I'm ready too. We're going to pick back up where I left off. That picture I was working on last, what was it, Tuesday? Right. Yes, Tuesday. Tuesday's picture, we're going to pick right back up on it. And later, before the end of the show, I'll do my piece here. And see, I'm going to do something different. Right. So I will sketch these. And then I will do a time lapse of me scanning them and doing something else. Something I went back to an old form of content I did a long time ago. Because I found something I thought I lost. I found a little hand scanner I have, so I like to scan my sketchbook and then do a digital rendition of them. So that's going to be fun. And I'm going to do time lapses of those, so you guys will get to see it. So we'll do the base work here, and then I'll do other stuff later. But first, we're going to go to the screen. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's get this chat going, shall we? So what is new with everyone today? Anything new, anything cool, anything, I don't know, whatever you might be feeling, right? Let's get this over here. Oh, okay. Whatever. This screen wants to be done. Let's go. See, this music. There we go. We had to get that set. No.
Never. My mind has been gone for so long. It's like a wisp of smoke in the ether. It's just faint, distant. Yeah.
But I like being mad better. We get to have more fun this way too. Uh-oh. I don't even know what song is going to be on tonight, but I'm going to try to have as much fun as we possibly can. There we go. Cool. Got everything up. Now we're going to go back here. I'm going to try to finish doing all the nifty buildings and all the fun stuff I was doing with that. So let's go on ahead. Chat's open. You know what to do. Anything new, interesting, something cool, you see a UFO, anything awesome, let me know. I want to talk. I ain't said nothing today. All I've done today has literally been trying to put a power supply back in my computer. And I did that without blowing up myself. And I'm quite excited about that because, you know, I didn't know what was going to happen. I ran into a little bit of an issue, but I got it fixed. And I am grateful for that.
I said I was happy. Sometimes I can be happy about my own work, and I think that that's okay. You should have a little bit of pride in what you do, but don't become a cretin. Anyways.
Enough of that. Gotta be careful with the tab on that. Tab throws everything down. Cool. At least now I know. Hotkey. Where did that go? No, that's what I needed. Ooh, it threw everything off. I don't really need that right now either. Time is winding up. Who cares about time? Why worry about time? Enjoy the time that you have. Don't worry about time winding up, slowing down, speeding by, going quick. Utilize it properly. It's the most valuable resource on this earth besides water. I think time is probably more valuable than water. Don't use your time unwisely. You can't ever regain it. People try to manipulate time, trying to get more by jumping timelines and using machines to go further into time, but you can never regain it. The Mad Doctor has even tried it. That's why he's the shape he's in. That idiot wants to live forever. He says that he has the technology to be able to do it. I've seen that man do many things, but doing that, I doubt that. But what I will tell you is this. Homemade bread is the best bread to have. Homemade bread is great. I like making bread at home is great. That's what I just want to say. I just want to say that.
You have a problem with homemade bread? What do you not like? Do you not like the fact that that's healthy? Do you not like healthy?
I don't know. I think it's interesting. I just gotten into that. It's a new thing I've been enjoying to do. Right. Trying to find new things in life to enjoy, so I don't get burnt out. Right. Got to find, even if you think what you do, most people would consider to be a hobby. If that's what you do, you sometimes have to have a hobby to get away from that. Right? I know some people might say, ooh, video games.
What are you going to do if the game's not hitting like it used to? Huh? What then? I'm sitting here looking at insufficient content. I spent $70 on something that I'm very pissed at playing. It's broken and I'm sad. I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth. Why did I pay for this? They said this was a AAA title. I'm sad and depressed.
No, that's not what we're after here. No. You gotta find something. There we go. But I digress. Oh, thank you for looking sharp and clear. I guess it's actually hooked up and getting probably sufficient power. I might have been underpowered thinking about what's going on now. That could be a possibility. I'm not quite sure, but I'm glad that the camera's acting a much better right now. It might be because I plugged it in a different port. I'm not sure, but we will take it. We here in the Mad Institute will take it. Are you guys all excited about the holidays or whatnot? Everybody excited about that? Everybody ready for your getting-togethers? Getting together. I'm getting together with the family and friends to have a good time. You guys ready for that? Yeah, see, having hair in your bread, you're dealing with a factory, and you're dealing with manufactured things, and ease and convenience is always better in some cases. I don't know. I just think if you have the ability and the time to do it, try making a loaf of bread next year or as soon as you can. It's not as hard as you think. And it's kind of neat because it's like, hey, I made something, and I made something that is edible and is really not too many ingredients. I don't know. I like bread, and I just want to try to do something a little bit different, and I noticed that it tastes a little bit better. I don't know. That's just me. But What do I know? I'm mad, right? What about you guys? You guys have anything that you are interested in eating or something new that you're eating? Besides, I don't know. I know that there's a burger spot in town that I like to go to. Pretty awesome place. It's new as a food truck. If I could remember the name, I would give them a shout out, but that is my bad, and I will figure that out. But Sunday I will. Heart Sunday. The hiccups. Look. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it, and I don't see much going on with, like, I don't smell anything weird. I don't see anything happening. I did a good job, which I'm pretty happy with. And the fact of the matter, here's the problem. I'll just tell you about the whole process, because why not? It's my show. I can do whatever I want, right? I don't care. I took out the power supply because it was a pre-built computer. I don't care what you think about a pre-built. Kiss my ass on that. Anyways, it was a gift at the time, and I got a pre-built. So, of course, I've upgraded a lot of different things on the computer over time. I've upgraded RAM, I've upgraded video card, I've done all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. Power supply I never really had to fool with. The only thing I had to do is unplug, plug, unplug, plug, right? That was pretty much it. Now, this one having not a fully customizable, I guess you could say what is it? Oh my God, I almost said mechanical. It's not. Where's the box? The box is somewhere. I don't know. Modular or whatever. It had multiple cables. I guess it was a modular one. Anyways, I had that, put it together, and, getting the old one out was a pain. They zip tied everything, bunched everything together tightly, and just looked like they just yanked it all together, zip tied it in 4 spots, and then zip tied it to the case. And then that was it. So to get it out, I had to pop everywhere. And it was in a tight case, and I had to move some stuff and unplug stuff off the motherboard. And that's where everything got more complicated, because I was in a hurry. And the message of today is slow your ass down. That's the message I'm giving to everybody today. I spent all day pissed at this damn computer, and all I needed to do was slow my ass down. I didn't slow down. I've learned the hard way. I spent all day being mad. I almost just wanted to just throw the damn thing in the trash. It didn't even matter. I didn't even care. I was going to just say, I'm not even going to do the stream tonight. Didn't even think about it. Just like, I just couldn't get it figured out. Oh, well, whatever. But then I just realized I had to just keep trying. And I did. I just kept going, and I kept on. And eventually it worked, right? So I'm on here right now, and like I said, I haven't combusted into flames and haven't shorted out, so,
So yeah, the yes behavior was full on today. After I got right? So I had to get right first, but there's nothing wrong with having to take your time and come back to something if you get frustrated. Because believe me, I wanted to just take that thing and body slam it on the ground as hard as I could and put my fist through the case and set the whole thing on fire and take it outside and just drag it out into the street and just do horrible things to it with a baseball bat and a hammer. But I didn't. I decided to be a responsible individual, and I just went on ahead and stepped away from it.
That's what I chose to do, right? I had the option to make that choice. And, slow down, take your time sometimes is the best motto. I didn't think so. I'm over here trying to, oh man, I'm going to be fast. I'm going to rush. Why am I rushing? And that's the other thing, time. I'm always thinking I don't have enough damn time. I'm sick of time. Time makes me absolutely sick. The concept of time makes me sick. I don't care about it. I just want to do. I just want to do what I'm doing. And then when I'm done, I just want to be done. I don't want to care about, oh man, there ain't enough time. I'm tired of that. Why? The concept of it makes me sick. I know it might sound mad to say that. How can you hate the concept of time, Mel? How could you possibly hate the concept of
time? Let me explain something to you, right? Like every time I do something, I'm always worried about when am I going to have enough time? I ain't going to be able to get this finished. I can't do that. I'm sick of that. Maybe there will be a day where there won't be no such thing as time. That'll be great. No concept of time at all. But, what do I know? I mean, I know more because part of me is not from this dimension, but that's a different story.
That's a different situation, right? Whole different thing. We're not talking about that today. Anyways, enough of that. Anybody else got something? I got it done. I'm just happy I got it finished. Now, all I'm saying is perseverance, push through, endure, take your time. Just take your time. Shit, just take your time. There's nothing wrong with just taking your time. You don't want to live clutter-free. I don't want to get rid of things no longer useful. I mean, that's beneficial. Being able to do that is good if you can. Sometimes you don't have the ability to, and I know there might be somebody like, I want to do it, but I can't. I'm not able to. Well, if you're not able to, you're not able to, right? And sometimes that happens. That's a reality. That's a real thing, Sometimes you can do stuff, sometimes you can't. I know that there are mad ones that are in this facility. Sometimes they say, I can't take no more electricity. And I tell them, you know what? This is what I usually tell them, right?
You're gonna take this electricity, right? Because this is part of the program. You have no choice. This is what we're doing. Mr. Smalls hit him again.
Right, and then after that, everything's good, right? The program's really working. I have to say that because sponsorship. We don't have no sponsorship here. Everything is right from you guys. We don't pump up anything, and this is not AI art. This is made by a human being that's going crazy day by day. Great. Have to do that. We're probably gonna have to do that probably in the next 3 years. That's how the stream, if I'm still, thriving and going and I haven't been, I don't know, black bagged by some government agency, but as long as I'm still not caught up in that, and maybe we get our plaque up here, because that's what this is for. That's the whole reason why I did all this, is to get that damn plaque there. So I need you to start spreading this to your friends. Let them know that there's a man out here doing stuff. And he might be just mad enough that he saw the future. And as it becomes more and more abundant in real time, think of, Morpheus did a lot in the Matrix, right? Maybe I'm not a computer hacker, but maybe I know the key to opening up your brain. What was that? That's right. Nothing. It's fun. Lots of fun. No, I'm just happy I accomplished something today. I really was frustrated. I'm a little excited right now, so bear with me. It's rare that you guys will ever see me really excited about something. Well, not rare. I think when we get the first plaque, I'm going to be over the moon. Then, that is going to happen next year. I'm getting that plaque, damn it. It's happening. I don't know what I will paint. I don't know what I will draw. I don't know what I might do, but something is going to be next year. It's happening. And I want to give a special shout out, so this will be known as it goes further on. I just, I'm going to make sure that when it starts happening and the awards start, we get the plaque and everything, I want to make sure that I got a special Special thanks to the haters. They definitely are going to get a great shout out. You know, you gotta let them know they hate you so much. As I always say, your haters are your greatest fans. You know, it's like, how could that be? I'm sorry, Demetria. You know, the haters are, especially the real ones, are like, oh, you suck. Yeah, no. Anytime you got someone who's like that, who spends a lot of time watching you and saying, oh, your stuff sucks, or oh, you need to do this or that, they really like you, and they like you a little too much because they want to do what you do the way you do it, but they can't do what you do the way you do it, so it makes them mad, and then they lose their mind. And that's why you have to get right, right? You have to go downstairs. Well, be careful going down there.
Can you ever get it right?
Now we gotta come in here with the bigger, bolder lines since we got the shape, right? Now we gotta come in here strong with these like 1920 size lines to really give it that depth, right? See, now it's starting to get a little bit bolder. Now we can kind of feel it now. The city actually feels like it's got some depth. There we are. Alright. Boom. I don't want to hear this. I'd be in the mood for that. Oh, this one's better. What we have here. Alright. This city is looking a little bit better. This is how we initiate you into the yes with this song.
Do right. Zetarius, are you still here? I think it's time for a sanity check. We must test the sanity of the yes in everyone. It's the only way.
It's the only way. Nothing to lose. I like this song. I mean, it's a very true thing. There's nothing to lose. I lost everything. Well, if you lost everything, that means that you're free from everything. You make absolutely no sense. No, I don't. Oh, you're gambling? It's time for a sanity check. I found the slot machine game on Steam. Oh no. I have to do a stare test here in a minute. I don't think everyone is ready for that. I think I can do it tonight. I think I have enough madness in me to be able to do the stare into the camera. And I would just use the voice the whole time. Kind of like one of those people in Dune, right? I don't know. What do you think? You think I should give them the test? Test your might like Mortal Kombat. Nothing to lose. Oh, I have to ask you then, since you have made it here, nuclear nuisance. I think it's time for us to do a sanity check. I think it's time to just stare into the camera and see how far I can push it. Test your mind? Yes. We shall do this in a moment. I will get the right song will come on and we will be prepared. I'm excited. Sanity check is always good. I like to test mine every day. I see where that was supposed to be changed. Oh, you're back. Great, Demetria. See, we're about to get ready to do this test. The test of endurance of psychological strength. I want to shuffle a little bit because there's a lot of music. It's going to be fun. I need some water. I need to hydrate before I do this. Takes a lot of fortitude. Not really. I keep finding buildings that I didn't complete. That's okay. That's why we're going through here right now. And we're doing well. I am exempt from the test the last 9 years ago. I mean, yeah. Provide the stare. Alright. I think it's a good time. Let's see. I'll enlarge this for that. Where is it? Oh, not the screen, but that. Okay. Here we go. I want something that sounds decent so I can just blank my mind out. Oh, all right. Here we go.
I hope you're prepared for this. I'm tired of these songs. There's nothing good playing. Something. Nope. That's fine. The test will begin now. Damn hair. I knew that was gonna happen. My eyelashes.
Too much sweat in my eye from dealing with that computer earlier. Well, you survived this time. By a technicality, but Sunday, it'll be a full mental evaluation. Mr. Smile needs this information before the beginning of the new year. That's the reason why we're doing this. He asked for that. I didn't even want to be involved with it. I said, why do I need to do that? He said, nothing. He actually didn't say anything at all. He didn't say nothing at all. Alright, now, I know this looks like chicken scratch, but it's really not. There we go. Now we can get in here. And I know it's like, what in the world is all this? It's really not that bad. Alright, now we can add some other stuff. Where is it? Hold on. Looking for my wires and stuff. Oh boy. Oh, where did I put those? Or did it get moved? It got moved. Ah.
You know, sometimes I just sit and I wonder, just, you know, and then I realize that I'm not thinking about anything, I'm just staring at the ground, and I'm fine with that. How often do you find yourself just staring at the ground, thinking, I was too far away when I was doing
The line work. Things you learn sometimes when you're trying to be ambitious and it doesn't work out the way you want it to. But it's okay. You have to just realize that is an eraser and I can make another line. It's more forgiving than pencil and paper. I can definitely say that about digital work. I enjoy this song a lot. I think the maximum time I've listened to this song on repeat maybe have been about 5. is like forceful amnesia. I think it's healing to my brain. Maybe not to everybody else's, but classical music, for whatever reason, has always been something I've enjoyed. Piano, especially, since I play myself. You'll catch on here time to time stuff I have done. Oh, it said you like piano. I have more for you here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. The idea is what's called like a mega city. You know, the idea of a 15-minute, everything is close proximity. Everything is very close by. Everything is, as they say, convenient. But what are you losing in convenience, right? Like, what are you actually losing in the convenience of, like, travel? How stacked are you on top of other people? How close are you to other people? You know, what is the situation in the city? How intense is it? How stressful is it? Is it stressful? Is it not? You know, you can look at this and see for yourself the intensity of it, just the scale from the ground. This person standing on a building, right? That's why the perspective looks the way it does, is because they're standing on a building to get a higher perspective of what's going on. But the fact of the matter still remains the same, is that this building is so big, you probably couldn't even see even a quarter of it from the ground, because it's like multiple levels, like hundreds of floors up. Put it this way, the idea is that, yeah, even less than that, probably, because everything is so compacted. So you would have sectors on top of sectors, right? So you would have this whole area where he's standing, and anything past him will probably be its own individual district. Over here where I put that X would be its own individual district. This whole thing right here would be the higher end financial type district kind of thing. So each area would have everything that you would need in those little pocket areas, but depending how far you get near the middle depends on status, money, you know, where you are in society, those things. That's where that comes into playing hard. Playing ball with the big boys, right? As they would call it in this place. Compliance has to be made public, right? People not following the law, following the rules, they usually get handled, right? And a public display, make sure everybody understands what's going on. I mean, there is crime done more by people in power than anybody that's actually a criminal. More criminals do more work than the cops, you know. Oh, someone gets kidnapped, there might be somebody who's, you know, who might actually be somebody that's not considered a good person, might be the person who can find you. Everybody else is corrupted. This is a cesspool. Some would think this place would resemble Night City, but I would beg to differ. This has got its own feel to it. Being here would make you beg to be in Night City. This place is terrible. You're always going to be 20 seconds behind the greatest and next best thing. Yeah, I'm sure Nashville's working on a lot of silly shit because they don't do what they're supposed to do with the tax money. They always end up losing money, and then they want to do other stuff like, where are they going to get this money? I know where they're going to get it from. They're going to get it from probably tax, and the taxes are going to be shit that they wanted to get rid of before. Tennessee's stupid. They do dumb shit. And I don't care if they hear this. I don't care if legislators hear this or anything, because they do dumb stuff. These people and their power, their dumbass power. What power? Manipulation. You don't have no power. You don't have real power. It's so silly. I don't know. Politics is dumb. It really is. It's stupid. It's stupid because you may not know. I know enough. I know enough to understand what's going on a full scale, both, you know, not just, you know, all president and vice president now, but like, you know, congressmen and people that you vote in statewide and county and all of that. It all starts with money. who's scratching whose back? Shit, it's all the same stuff. It's boring. You know, it's like, here's two shit bags. Let's see which one's better than the other one. You know? Like, what? I don't want to waste my time with that. When they make the laws that bother, you know, it's going to impact your life. We're all slaves. That's why I'm showing you here. Like,
Do you think that we have any control over this? No. They don't want us having control. They're scared of us. And they don't want anybody being aware of anything. They want you dumb. But who cares? Right?
I think I'm about to get to a point where this is going to be set for tonight. And then we're going to go to the table and I want to do something hand-drawn. But I don't know what I want to draw. There we go. Nice pop of the spine. Alright. I like that. Looks good so far. Save that. There we go. Alright. I don't think this song's going to do anything different, so moving on. Alright, so we're here now. What are we going to do here? Actually, I have an idea. I want to draw something from... Here we go. I know what I'm going to do. Give me some water. But you always got to have a little bit of water. I didn't add any water for this calligraphy pen I'm about to use. I got some new ink I've never used before, so this is going to be the first time using this. I already opened the package, but you know, I just wanted to look like. But this is what I'm going to use tonight. The medium for this. It's supposed to be what is this? Supposed to be like manga ink. It's supposed to be really good stuff, especially for calligraphy pens. I'm gonna give it a try. See what's gonna go on with that. You know, trying new stuff. Because I've used the acrylic ink and I just want to see what this is going to do. It may not be that great for any other medium besides, you know, paper. It may not work that well for anything else. But I'm going to give it a try just to see. What are we wanting to draw tonight? I want to see. Oh, I know what I could do. I'll do something from the facility. There we go. Couple of drops. And then let me get my nibs. together. Wherever they went. They're always disappearing on me. I just need a nice one. A decent one. Probably two. Probably a decent two. Alright. Alright. Oh, blurry. Damn. Always something there. Alright. Appreciate it. Thank you. Huh. You know, sometimes we run into issues in here, and we deal with things that aren't of normal conventional means. So sometimes we have to use things that aren't from here to handle that, like, you know, quantum blasters sometimes, because you know the doctor might pop out some interdimensional creature that you can't really get rid of, you know, or try to make a doppelganger and they get loose and you have to barricade yourself and you have to use a digitizer gun, and you know everything gets crazy, right? You know, nobody wants to use this thing because this thing is insane, right? But whatever, right? I'm always got some kind of mess I gotta deal with. You know, as you can see here, it just doesn't get any better. Alright, so Uh-oh. See, most of these incidents happen underground. It never happens above ground. It's always happening when the doctor's messing around down here, or he's trying to do something, or he's running a machine, or something goes wrong. You know, it's usually downstairs. It's never upstairs. But the safest place in the madhouse would probably be the library, the Duchess's library. That's the most fortified place in the madhouse, which is really, really cool. You know, most of these creatures don't even get up that high. I mean, it's pretty far down. If you can get past all that, you know, magnetic lock and all that mess and get upstairs, you know, I mean, that's a long elevator ride up. There we go. Little something weird, you know. Oh yeah, it's a black hole quantum gun. It's the only thing that can get rid of this thing. It basically does some wild stuff. I'm still thinking of it as I'm sitting here. But anyways, yeah, this monstrosity here needs to go. Let's see. What, or who is that? What is he doing? Is he a new character or one already existing? No, actually, it's not any new character. It's me in the lab. And this is one of those things that the doctor was piddling around with that damn machine, punching holes in different dimensions. And he did, and this biotech shit came through, and it almost killed me. I was trying to shove this metal door on it, and this thing tried to take that gun, and that gun is the only thing that would be able to get rid of it. But, you know, that was a mess. That day sucked. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like what was going on that day. Everything about that day was just bad. And he thought it was funny. Doctor thought it was funny. He said, "Oh, what a wonderful experiment this was. I'm glad that we were all able to survive, so we have good, accurate data." And I said, "You're a complete psychotic man." And he said, "Well, that's why you're my assistant. That's why you're the madman, because you're the only one crazy enough to be able to hang out with me." He said hang out. He didn't even say like do experiments. He just said hang out. Like this was just some social thing that he wanted to do. Oh, let's just open up a portal instead of like, hey, you want to play a video game? You want to play Jenga? Something? Nope. Let's go on ahead and let's just piddle in a different dimension. You know. Let's see. This is all. I don't know. This is all weird in here. There we go. Give you a little bit more perspective on what's going on here, right? Alright. Yeah, that's a serious situation right there. Whoa. Alright. I think that's probably going to be about as much as I can get out of that. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, one of those wild creatures blasting us into a different dimension, but, you know, always got something going on. Well, you know what time it is. Let's go on ahead and go back over here, shall we?
You know, I hope everyone had a good time tonight. Because I did. I had a great time. And if you had a great time, I hope you hit that button, that subscribe button, and come back again. You know, yeah, it's a robot monster. It's, yeah, one of those things. But yes, come back and see me again on Sunday. I'm probably going to do probably the same thing. I might actually do some comic book work. I don't know yet. I will figure out something because, you know, it's getting close to the holiday. So I hope everybody got their gifts ready and in order. Yes. 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 Indeed. Yes. One thing I hope through this week we all take a moment and just slow down for a moment. You know, don't rush as hard as we have been this whole year. Just for a moment. Catch your breath. You know, that kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm out of here. Get into some other types of madness. Same time, same place.
And of course, you know, it's going to be that weird ending, so this is where you should drop off if you don't like it. It's a courtesy, because I know some people are sensitive to the eyes. Anyways, embrace the madness. I'll see you soon.
Bye bye.